Dakota, how long did it take to get comfortable in today's game for you?
Surprisingly, I didn't really have any nerves. I thought I was going to be nervous. I was waiting for it all day. I had a little bit of jitters in the beginning. We had this walk we do. I don't even know what it's called. I'm so new here, but we did this walk through the indoor facility, and there's a bunch of fans. And I kind of got a little bit of jitters, and then I played some music and relaxed, and didn't really get nervous at all, but definitely felt more comfortable throughout the game as soon as we knew what kind of blitzes they were bringing, because they brought some blitzes. We weren't particularly. I mean, we were ready for them, but there was such a low percentage blitz team, and then to come out and then bring safety and the mic, and they're bringing quite a bit of stuff. So as soon as we kind of clued into that. I should have clued into that about a series sooner, maybe 2 series sooner. But as soon as we got that going, the rest was history.
When you got out there and you kind of got yourself settled in, did you feel like the offense was starting to click the way you expected it to, or what did you kind of see that you can take out of this week for next week to improve upon?
Yeah, I mean, first thing you think of is just penalties. We call those drive. That's the number one drive killer. And those first couple of series, we had some penalties, and those always kind of nip you in the butt, but. The offense started clicking. I don't think we ever really got into the true mojo kind of that we've been getting into in practice. So I think there's still, I don't think we, really fully put, the gas pedal all the way down. Definitely could have pushed the tempo a little more. But hats off to UC Davis. They were bringing some blitzes that kind of limited our tempo, I think, just because, more so on my part, because I wanted to make sure to get things protected, and so it slowed me down a little bit. And so, something, learning experience-wise, I got to, study film, or in terms of, the blitz, I got to get ready for that so that I can make that adjustment a little quicker. So, taking a takeaway from that is just, next week focusing on kind of those obtuse kind of blitzes that they could bring and just be ready for them.
Brian, did you have a question? Sure. You raised your hand the last time. Right here. You got a microphone right beside you, really.
4 freshmen on the offensive line. Obviously, you're new. Matt Lubick's new coordinator. Yost new. Do you think it's going to take some time before you guys get in that rhythm that you're talking about?
Hopefully that this was the time we needed. This game right here. I was really proud of how resilient the offensive line was. Those first couple series, I missed some blitz pickups, and didn't clue them into that. And so, I took a couple of shots, due to my lack of, getting the offensive line, turned the correct way. And, but, they were resilient. No one looked back, focused on the next play. And then, I think things really started clicking once we started picking up those blitzes.
Right over here.
After Charles had the incident with the punt early on, could you tell he was trying to redeem himself, get back into it?
Yeah, Charles is an extremely resilient player. It was surprising because that's not something you expect out of Charles. If it's going to happen, let it happen in this first game. I don't foresee that being an issue at all the rest of the season. And that's something that, he's going to, I know he's going to be thinking about it tonight when he's going to sleep. And, if anything, you can find the positive in saying, how much is he going to focus now on ball security and little things like that. And so, no one's even batting an eye. That was just kind of a fluke, and it happened. And, Charles is going to learn from it, move on from it. And, he's one of our best weapons, and he's going to continue to be that guy.
We're on the right, Kristen.
I know a win is a win, and obviously your first Oregon win must feel good, but do you guys kind of look back and focus maybe more on those coulda, woulda, shouldas based upon who you were playing today?
Yeah, I think, we're a real competitive team. I'm a real competitive person. I know the only thing, I'm really thinking about right now is the overthrow to Darren Carrington. That's the only thing I'm thinking about. And, but yeah, most importantly, a win's a win. You can't take those for granted. You look all over the country right now. I just heard that, was it Mississippi State or Ole Miss? Someone just lost to Southern Alabama or something. And, that stuff happens all the time. And I came from the FCS, and you see FCS teams losing to Division II teams. And, win's a win. And the only thing you can't correct on Sundays is a loss. So that's a huge takeaway for us. We're extremely happy with the win, and then we're gonna have to own up our mistakes. Be accountable for our actions and learn from it and move on, because we have a real good Virginia team coming to play.
Over on the left, Austin.
Dakota, obviously this offense is known for being really explosive, and we saw that a couple times maybe today, but how confident are you that the offense will get more explosive as you go along?
Oh, extremely confident. We were, our tempo wasn't where it needed to be today, and that's mainly due to me. I started making, sure that we were picking up blitzes here and there, and it's just slowed the offense down. And it'll be nice, going into game 2 with Virginia and having prior game tape, from the season to get ready for. And so that'll be a big help. But yeah, no, the tempo wasn't where it needs to be, due to me. So, we'll pick that up, and that's one of our, biggest weapons. And as soon as we start using tempo, I think the offense will click even more.
Back right, way back.
Coming from the FCS level, how does it feel to play with all these weapons surrounding you here at
A
Oregon?
little louder.
Coming from the FCS level, how does it feel to be surrounded with all these weapons here around Oregon?
Yeah, it's like a dream come true. It's like you went from driving, a car that no one really talks about to driving a Ferrari. That's kind of the difference there. But you saw today some of those guys just make amazing plays. Like one thing that stuck out to me was that play Johnny Munt made on the little out route. We had pressure. It was a drill we've kind of worked in practice when you get pressure in your face like that to kind of buy some time and just loft it over. He made a beautiful one-handed catch, something that, I hadn't seen too often in my past. And, but, and then, just in the run game, any time one of the running backs touches the ball, it could turn into a, explosive play. So it's, I feel extremely blessed and fortunate to be able to play quarterback for a team this talented, and, it makes my life easier.